everybody to jump in and start joining us. It's saying that. Hi guys. Hi. We have no idea who's here yet. It's saying that there's like 5 of you, but Tracy's there. Hey Tracy. Hi Arlene. They're starting to come up now. Slowly. Misty. Hey Misty, how are you? Lunch was good today. It was cool. I enjoyed it. Thank you very much. So who else is there? Geez, this is slow to come up, isn't it?
It is a little bit, but...
Is that one over there on YouTube? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
Danny's here. Hey, Danny, how's it going, man?
Danny. Where's Danny from?
Danny is...
Prudence, Daniel, Bobby, Val. We're all starting to pop up now.
I think Danny's in... Oh... I don't want to say America because every time you pop up in the Discord, it like...
Okay, they can't hear us again.
Just happens to... Why is it...
Why is it doing that? Is it because... Okay, so we can't turn the iPad on its side.
From England, yeah, I thought so.
Okay, we can't turn the iPad on its side. What can you see, Eileen? Oh, hang on, Eileen. We haven't even started yet.
Where's the volume on this thing? Maybe that is something to do with it.
Wow, this is jumping up really quick. See.
Well, I just turned it up, and if something doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Can you hear us now? Let us know if you can hear us now.
Alice can hear you.
Okay. I can hear you. All right. Michael just turned the volume thing up, so hopefully...
Hopefully something can happen. If you guys cannot hear... I was about to say something out loud. Not going to work. Can you guys let them know to refresh the page or, like, get out, but, you know, get back in? Because I don't understand why it doesn't work. Yeah, Danny can hear us. So the YouTube side's fine. Thank goodness.
All right. These guys have the sound, but it's very low. Apparently it's very low.
Very low?
Tam, I can't hear you. Pamela, I can't hear you. Why?
So then why can
Jason can hear us?
Why can some people hear us but other people can't? Because our voices are clear enough.
That's really strange.
Like, I don't understand because there's no reason why some should be able to hear and some shouldn't. There's no reason for it. I don't get it.
Natalie can't. Christy's saying that Eileen can hear us.
Actually, what are you guys on? What platform are you guys on? Are you on phone? Are you on computer? Because if some people are on the computer and they can hear, but some people are on the phone.
Okay, Prudence is saying that she can, but it's really low. Eileen's saying she can hear. Christy's saying it's very low, and she's got it on full board. Eileen's on her phone, and she's got no problems.
You're going to have to stop.
Yeah, okay. I know, they're all powering through.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I started up the top. If you want to start again. All right. Well, Michael starts writing out everybody's questions because they're already powering through. As you can see how quick they come up. Obviously, tonight at Emerald Hills was cancelled because of the smoke. It is absolutely shocking out there. Mawson Park tomorrow night, that's been cancelled as well because of the smoke. Light Up the Oaks, out at the Oaks on Saturday night, that's been cancelled as well. It's all because of the fires and the smoke. It is really, 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 really bad out there. We were down the street today, I had to get Michael a mask. Like it was, yeah, it's shocking out there. So please, you know, take care, everybody. It's really bad for asthmatics and stuff like that. So yeah, just try not to get out there as much as you can. Try and stay inside as much as you can. Yeah, it's really, really bad. So yeah, so tonight Emerald Hills, tomorrow night Mawson Park, and Saturday night Light Up the Oaks. They've all been cancelled at this stage. At this stage, as far as we know, Picton is still going ahead on Sunday. Okay, so if we get any updates or anything on that, obviously we'll let you all know what's happening with that one on Sunday. Okay. Monday night, I have my class 7:30 to 9:30. It's $25. Excuse me. It's like a back to basics. Wanting to know, you know, if you're just starting out or whatever, and you want to know where it's coming from and why you're getting it and all that sort of stuff, and work out which is psychic, which is mediumship, all that sort of thing. It's a good little class for that. We all have fun, we have a laugh, and everybody joins in, you know, everybody gets to join in and you know, to come up with their own ideas and stuff like that. So, and also at 7:30 on Monday night, Eileen from Love Angels Light, she does our pop-up crystal store, which is doing okay. Thank you very much. So Eileen does that every Monday night at 7:30. Plus, we have all our crystals and everything with us when we do our markets and our fairs and all that sort of stuff. So we have that. Also, we have our Friday the 13th dinner, wine and spirit night down at Flower Drum Palace in Campbelltown.
I'm still a little bad that we didn't go with fine dine with was it fine dine and wine with spirit? I was so proud of that.
Well, we did.
I was so proud of that.
We went with the other one, so too many words. So we've got that on Friday the 13th. That's from 6:30 to 9:30. That's at the Flower Drum. It's $65 a ticket. It includes a 6-course meal.
It includes
6-course meal, a glass of wine, and we bring spirit to you guys. So we pass the messages on to you guys. And $5 from that also gets donated to the Dilly Drought for the farmers and stuff. So so $5 from every ticket will be donated to that as well. So just head to our page for any details or anything that you want on that. And because we're not doing all these markets and everything over the weekend, well, tomorrow and Saturday, that now frees us up for availabilities for bookings. So we will go into our page later and open that up, because there is the new booking section there where you can go in and just book wherever you want to book, whatever time you want to book, okay, and for whichever service it is that you want. It's a lot easier than us sending messages backwards and forwards, you know, trying to work out times and stuff. So now you can just do it yourselves and make it a lot easier. So that's the news for this week. So as I said, everybody take care in all this smoke and everything. It's not nice. Who did you start with?
Oh, you've done Eileen's.
Oh, are you on? Okay, are you doing YouTube questions or are you doing?
Danny's asked the question, but I'm just getting most of Facebook out of the way, because Danny's the only one at the moment for the YouTube. What I'll get you guys to do is I'm about to send a link to our YouTube stream into the chat. For those who can't hear it or are having audio issues, jump over to the YouTube, because apparently that one doesn't have any problems. So I'm going to do that in a minute, and I'll reword that for those that can't hear. So I'm going to do that, and then so Mum, you're answering a few questions while I fix some stuff up.
Oh, am I? I'm starting. Yeah. I thought I had Eileen's first as the first question. Sorry, guys, because it jumps up so quick. And
first one on this one is Val.
Oh, okay, Val. Okay, and Val wants just a general.
Yeah.
All right, Val.
Also, I just saw your message, Sandy. The smoke is awful. Are you affected too? The smoke settled over Campbelltown today, and it is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I took a photo and sent it to my friends overseas, and they're all like, how are you even allowed outside? Because my Asper is going absolutely burko.
Okay, Val, what I've come up is you've got a choice, a decision to make within your career. You're not real certain about which way to go, whether you should take the offer or whether or not you should sit where you're sitting. Honestly, I think you should take the offer. Okay, it will progress for you. It's like they're setting out boundaries, setting out to see what you are and aren't capable of, and seeing if you're capable of taking on more responsibilities. So the decision is yours as to which path you take, whether you want to stay where you are and you're happy and content where you are, which you are, because it is easy for you to just come in, do what you've got to do, turn around and go home. But there's a little bit more responsibility there for you. And I think it would do you good, actually. It will open up your eyes to a little bit more, another part of the business that you work for. I would take it if I was you. It's going to be quite interesting, actually. It's not going to be as boring as what you might think it might be. So at the end of the day, it is your decision in which way you take, which choice you take. But I would be saying, you'll kick yourself later if you don't take this on. All right. So I hope that helps for you, Val. How are you going there, Michael?
I'm just about to leave a comment with our YouTube feed. So I'll write it as well and say it out loud. So if you're having any trouble with audio, if it's quiet or non-existent, jump over to YouTube because, well, one, that'll bump numbers up over there, and I'm not stupid. But apparently the audio is a lot better. So if you just want to jump over there to be able to hear it clearer, hear it better,
Are
go
they
ahead.
still not hearing us?
I would assume not. I don't know.
And you can't connect the microphone or anything to that?
Not to the iPad because the slot for it's too small. It's for auxiliary cables.
Oh,
Whereas
okay.
the microphone, I don't have anything for that yet. I'd need to go to like a music shop and find out how much they are because I don't actually know. Okay.
All right, so I'm doing Tracy now. Okay, Tracy, what I've got is success recognition, rewards, moving forward. But I'm finding that, okay, so what I'm feeling like is that you've just got a little bit of extra money, okay? I feel like you've worked for that money has not been given to you, okay? And I feel like you're trying to weigh up your situation on which way to turn, like the other one was career-wise. I don't feel that this is career-wise for you, okay? I feel like this is like a moving sort of thing, something to do with homes, all right? I'm feeling like it's going to go through. You are going to find what you want, all right? And it's going to be so cute. But they're showing me that all these decisions and everything is weighing up around housing, around your home area. But yeah, they are saying that there is new beginnings coming. So that move is definitely coming. I'm finding that it's not till about March, April next year though, okay? I feel like there's just a few more things that you still need to deal with here first. And once you've dealt with all that and got everything else sorted and organised here, then you'll be able to make that change. So around March, April next year, the new beginnings. But I do feel like you are sort of weighing up the decision around money and property, okay? So, yeah, I hope that helps. Have you fixed this up or what?
I've left a comment saying to jump over to the YouTube. Whether people do or not, don't know.
Can we tilt
Pamela,
the iPad a little bit? Because
Pamela and Sandy, sorry.
Yes.
Or someone else, I can't remember, said that they logged out and logged back in.
Yeah.
And apparently that fixed it.
Okay.
So try that first.
So did you put that message on now?
They've been putting it in the chat for us.
Yeah.
So we haven't had to worry too much about that. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out. I don't know because we're so used to.
You just put the message up saying to log out and log back in again?
No, other people have been doing that.
Yeah, but have you told them to do that on the page?
No, I haven't because 3 other people already have.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. All right.
I'm just writing Danny's down now. All right, I can answer that one without cards.
Okay. All right. Is it Alice?
Alice? I've been saying Alice.
Alice? It's a different way to spell Alice if it's Alice. All right. Okay, so, all right.
I'm going to need some more paper in a minute.
What I'm feeling, everybody, okay, obviously there's a theme tonight about decisions, all right? I'm feeling like that there's been a situation where you don't know whether to walk away from this situation or not, okay? I feel like you feel like you're on your own, that you don't have the support. No, I wouldn't say support. I'd say it's a funny feeling, okay? I feel like I've got a choice that I have to make, but I feel like I have to make that decision on my own, that I don't feel like that there's anybody around me that would support the decision that I'm going to make, and that I feel like I'm going to let people down if I make that decision, okay? Don't feel like that, all right? You've got that support around you. If it not necessarily has to be your family, it can be your friends as well, but you do have that support network around you. You need to open up and talk, okay? They're showing me there's a blonde girl with quite really nice blonde hair down to about here on her shoulders. It's straight. I feel like she actually straightens her hair. I feel like that she's close to you, and you can open up and actually talk to this girl. You need to think outside the box, okay? It's not all one way, All right. So that's the black and white thing. Okay. You need to look at both sides. All right. It's not. Don't insinuate things that haven't happened yet, okay? Because you don't know what the outcome is for that situation yet. So you putting these ideas and thinking of the way these things are going to turn out and happen is actually making it more confusing for yourself, okay? So you need to think outside the box and look at both sides, okay? There's nice things coming for you, okay? There is some really nice things coming, all right? You are going to have, everything's going to work itself out. But just know that you do have support around you with these decisions that you make, okay? You've got to remember, you're making these decisions for your life, okay, because this is your life that you're talking about. And yeah, you need to make those decisions for yourself. But everything's going to work out, okay? Everything's going to go really, really well, all right? Michael, are you going to have a turn?
Not a proper one on your side, but on the YouTubes, Danny asked about dreams.
Okay, yeah, we've got dream books over there, actually.
That I used to study and had some fun reading. And
Okay.
if there's anything I'm more confident with in this stuff, it's probably dreams.
There you go.
Even though, in a sense, I don't necessarily believe in them all the time. Because there are a lot of people who are like, dreams are the subconscious warning you. Shut up. That is the biggest load of poo. But there are some things that I do believe in. And Danny, you had a dream where you saw yourself at your own funeral. There is actually a meaning for that, because that card also shows up in tarot decks. Because straight away when I saw your question, it come up with the death card and what I call the minor death card. In the sense that it's the start of something new. We're starting something interesting. I told you last week that there was a lot of delays around you and what was going on. But with you having that dream and seeing yourself in the funeral, like being at your own funeral, seeing yourself in a coffin, like, and everything that was going on, with that, it usually, oh no, I need to give you my pen. With that, it usually means that basically, there are two ways to look at it. One, there's a new beginning coming because you've seen the end of yourself in a part of a situation. In that sense, what happens next is usually along the lines of like, you're getting ready for something new, you're getting ready for something else, because this situation you're currently in, this one that you've just seen yourself in the coffin, is over. You can't really come back from death. If you can, let me know what's on the other side. It would be great for business. But on the other hand, attending your own funeral is also kind of like, well, it feels like I didn't do enough. Because I've noticed with a lot of people that are getting closer, even though they're happy to be finally ready to go or what's going on, most of the time is they don't really understand why they're going at that time. They still feel like they have more to do. And because a funeral is such like a done and dusted thing that you can't really come back from, it's kind of like, to me, it's telling me that there is just that end of the situation. What's going on? There is going to be an end to it coming. But because you went to the funeral, what was it? A little vague, but last night I dreamt I attended my own funeral. Knowing that it was your own funeral means that this situation that is very close to you is coming to an end that does revolve around you or something that you're particularly interested or, a part of generally. With that, in a way, with funerals, because they are a done and dusted thing, that to me means that there's going to be a new step coming, a new situation coming that you need to be prepared for. And I said to you last week that there were delays and everything going on around you. Like there were lots of delays around you, whether it's education, whether it's work, whether it's relationships, who knows. But I feel as though right now, whatever's going on is going to be coming to an end soon that does have something to do with you, and to be prepared for what's coming next. So that's usually where that kind of dream thing ties into it. If that, hopefully that helps. I quite like dreams, but I feel like everyone takes them too literally. And that kind of annoys me. I'm not going to lie. It annoys me when everyone's like, this means this. And
I used to, when I used to dream in the morning, those dreams used to come true.
You know which ones I hate the most?
What ones?
When people are like, money, spiders mean money, and snakes mean all of this. And
It's
I'm
just
like,
what's all written in the books and everything for it all. That's why.
it's the biggest line of crap. Do you know how many times I've woken up
that's
halfway
how
through the
you
night because the
feel.
spiders tried to attack me? Am I going to get $1,000? No, I'm going to get a bloody heart attack. I'm not wrong. All right.
All right, you can do another one.
Danny, I have recently started talking to someone. Well, that's kind of adorable. I think that's cute.
That is cute.
Yeah, with yours, it's just whatever's happening now that directly involves you is going to come to an end. Be prepared for the next step. So, I don't know. It could be anything. I'm really good at being vague in general. But I mean, it all makes sense, so that's always fun. Nancy, will I get the job? She wrote, will I get the job I applied for? But I had to shorten it because I had a whole lot of other questions to go through. Sorry, love, but you'll be right. Nancy, will I get the job?
Oh, I didn't even share it. Guys, make sure you share the page, please.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be awesome if you could share it for us. I'm trying. Yep, I just did it then.
Okay, will I get the job? Long story short, according to the cards and, well, everything else, yeah, you are. You're getting the job. The Ace of Cups come up. The Ace of Cups is the security card. This card is usually representative of being safe and secure in a situation. Obviously, if you're applying for a new job, getting a new job means that you're going to be secure in that position, even with the training side of things. Unless they're giving you a job as a trial to get rid of you, to try and push you out of things, I don't see that happening. Due to the fact that we've also got the Queen of Cups. This is the only gendered numbered card I understand, because the Queen of Cups is an older lady that's more gentle, that's more caring, that's more like, you know, a mother figure. And with that sense, it usually, for me, usually represents a lady that I'm talking to. So with the security and then the lady, and then at the end, we had the signing of a signing of, what does it say? Money agreement, which is usually something to do with business, which usually ends up being contracts. You know what comes with contracts? New jobs. So Danny says, I've lived and shared the stream. I'm glad you're living for this. That'd be great.
Yeah, Val shared. Thanks, Val.
Even if you're dying,
what about
Danny,
everybody else?
let us know.
I shared.
You shared?
I shared.
I would, but I've
Michelle
already
shared.
shared the YouTube. So, but yeah, no, Nancy. Long story short, I do feel like you are going to get the job. If not, feel free to square up with me in a car park somewhere. It is. I do feel like it's going to be worth it. It's going to take a little bit. I feel like it's going to take a little bit to get used to, but at the same time, I also feel like it's going to come, it's going to come naturally to you. There isn't really much else I can say for that one. Just, yeah, I feel like you're going to be getting it. So that's always a happy thing. Alrighty. Oh, I do love reading for Eileen. And we know her. And it just makes me feel like I have general permission to just attack you the entire time.
Don't attack her. She'll slap you.
She will. She actually said to me the other day when we were at Wollongong. When we were at Wollongong, Eileen said, "If you actually ever properly read for me," and I said, "No, not off the live feed." So we're going to continue to not read you because we're doing a live feed.
Thank you, Eileen.
So Eileen, what can you see about our finance and life situation? Hopefully, lots and lots of money. That was a joke for us too. What can you see about our finance and life situation? Okay, well, you remember when I said lots and lots of money? Yeah, the money improvements card came out. Hey, Four of Pentacles. I nearly said cups then, not cups. The first one that came out was the moon card. The moon card to me is like delays through somebody else's means. I don't know the proper word for it, so we're replacing it with that one. It means to me that through somebody else's hands, we're kind of being pushed back a little bit, or we're kind of being pushed around a little and not being able to just fully sit down, do what we need to do and be done with it. It's kind of like it's out of our hands when it does happen, but someone else still has the power over it. It can also fall along the lines of someone being like someone close to you or someone around you that's kind of, you know, not really understanding what's going on, and they're trying to kind of put words into your head that they don't understand, but they kind of just expect you to know what's going on. It's kind of a weird one to explain. It is a very big one, and people want very specific reasons for it. The moon card is quite a hard one to just narrow down. But long story short, it's usually when you are getting delayed around somebody else's hands. So like someone else has got to say, or someone else has something they want to do, that's kind of screwing it over. We also got the Hierophant card. The Hierophant card is usually my business card, relationship card, but usually around like the a legal sort of sense, which to me the relationship side is marriage. You're already married, so you're not going to get married again to the same person, which would be absolutely. Can we start doing that? Can we just marry the same person twice at another time just for the fun of it? That'd be sick. But it can also be for work side of things. With the work side of things, I've already said to you before that the job that you've got now that isn't the psychic stuff, because I always get confused what exactly it is you do aside from just teaching. I've always had just this little inkling that it's not going to be around for much longer, but I'm not sure if that's wishful thinking for us or if that's wishful thinking for the business. I'm not quite sure. The way it usually goes is that it is going to be more of an official position rather than just a temporary replacement. So I'm not sure if that means that you're going to be able to do this more professionally, whether you're going to be able to do this more often or more officially, or whether it's just going to be, we're just going to keep having to go back and forwards between the two. But as I said, I don't feel like that's going to happen.
All the things. I do all the things.
Yeah. And then the last one, which was the Four of Pentacles, is just more money. There is no other meaning for this card, I don't feel like. It is just money improvements card. So, you know, hopefully that's this stuff.
Nancy said thank you so much.
This would be awesome. You're welcome, Nancy, because I can't see I'm on the YouTube side of things. Hey, yeah, so there isn't really another answer for that card. It is just a straight up, there's going to be a money improvements card. So hopefully that can come soon for everyone, not even just you, but for everybody in the world. Hopefully we can get a little bit more money. But no, I do see that it's going to take a little bit easily until next year. Easy until next year. But it does feel like, you know, it is going to be a better time in the end.
Thanks much, Lisa said. All right, Bobby, I got yours now. How will the court case go next year? All right, so you need to stop stressing, all right? It is going to sort itself out. It is going to get all dealt with and organised, obviously. But they're saying just have patience, all right? I'm feeling that there is delays. There have been delays around it for a little while. I'm not feeling it till about March, April next year. I'm not sure what you've told when it's going to be settled, but I'm feeling about March, April next year, okay? But, yeah, please have patience, okay, because it is coming. All right, and it's going to actually be a little bit more than what you thought it was, all right? They're telling me that there is that little bit more there for you. So, yeah, have patience. But did I say April, May? March, April?
I wasn't paying attention.
March, April. No, around March, April. March, April next year, okay? So, yeah, just wait for it. But, yeah, just have patience. I know it's been very frustrating. It's been dragging off. There's been a lot of stupid delays with it and stuff like that. But yeah, just have a little bit more patience, okay? Because it is coming. It is coming, and it's gonna work out. All right, it is gonna work out for you. It's gonna work out for you.
Danny says that where is it? I'm so glad I found you guys.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so glad you found us as well.
Yeah,
it makes me feel special.
Marianne.
Insert a joke there. Look at us two shuffling our cards.
Reza, first time here. Eileen, thanks for sharing.
No. How's it going, Breezer? That is a sick name. Breezer, that is so
that
cool.
Was Bobby.
Alrighty. Natalie. Natalie is asking for just the general side of things today. If we say that you are doing a general, but you might have written like what's going on around me and all that stuff, it's all kind of just falls into the general category.
Yeah.
So, you know, it just... that makes things easier for me because I'm lazy. I'm not going to... I don't know. Alrighty, so Natalie, I was just reading Robin's comment. I switched from the Facebook Live to the YouTube Live and thought I had the wrong video because you're now on the left side, not the right.
Yeah, Sandra said the same thing last week.
Which is funny because that's what it's done on this one as well, even though Facebook and YouTube have both got us.
But even
all
my
on the right
phone.
one.
So all these three are all going the same
That's
way.
so weird.
But you're reversed on that. Yeah, Sandra said the same thing last week, that it was reversed on the YouTube.
That's so weird.
So yeah, all of these ones are all basically the same way.
Natalie, in general, I'll shuffle one more time for you and we'll see what pops out. I was like trying to refresh it so many times.
It's only breathe. She said only breathe.
Only breathe.
Only breathe.
Breeze is still really cool though.
That's fine.
Natalie, we have, okay, first of all, Natalie, arguably the best card in the deck has come out. You've got the High Priestess card. The High Priestess card is literally the card that says you have the power to do whatever it is that you want to do, and there is nothing that's going to stop you. A lot of people see it if there is a lot of turmoil, a lot of bad things going on, and they're like, well, I physically can't do a lot of things. This card is basically saying, no, you do have the capability to do whatever it is that you want. There is literally nothing that's going to stop you. Whether you want to go skydiving, do it. Whether you want to have another kid, do it. I don't know why, I don't like kids. Or like, it honestly doesn't matter what you want to do. At the end of the day, you're going to be able to do it once you put your mind to things. So I feel like it's also a persistence card. As long as you're persistent, anything can happen. You also got the Six of Cups, which is the Happy House card. The Happy House card to me is always, no matter what's going on the outside, you can always come home and just relax. You can always come home to a happy home. That's what I like to think of it. We all have our own stuff we have to deal with work. We all have our own stuff we need to deal with outside with friends or whatever. We can come home and just switch off. You can just come home and just relax. Pants come off, Netflix is on, glass of wine, we're good. But then you've got the Knight of Pentacles card. This is another one I'm starting to understand. This is the young man up to 25. I like to bump it up to 30 because I'm only a baby myself. But with this card, it's usually that information's going to come. Not necessarily that a young man up to that age is going to do it. For mothers, you can usually kind of default that to kids or to nephews, stuff like that. But most of the time, it is just a general sense that some information's going to be coming, some, some messages are going to be coming around that is going to affect you in the slightest. I don't ever feel that this card is that it's going to be a huge thing that's going to take over. But yeah, just keep an eye out if there's anything new that's going to be coming. Because in the direction that we've got it, you've got the happy home that leads into the message, that leads into being able to do whatever you want. So I'm not sure if you're waiting out for something to let you go ahead and do something else, or what's going on. Like, for example, getting a letter saying that you're going off to uni or whatever. That is information that's going to come to let you have the power to do whatever it is that you want. Not saying that's what's going to happen. If it is, cool, didn't even see that coming. But yeah, that's usually, as an example, how that tends to turn out. So good luck with that, Natalie, and I hope that was quite nice for you.
Thank you, Brie. She likes our backdrop.
Oh, I'm glad you do. It's
Yeah,
we got it. We turned it on today.
Yeah, we did. We remembered to turn it on today. We forgot to turn it on last week. Bloody hopeless. All right, Shaytez. Okay. Now, while I was writing these out, just very, very quickly, okay, your pop did float through. But while he was here, actually, he's just coming. Okay. While he was here before, he was saying something about a celebration and a baby soon. Okay. So they were the three things that were coming through. Okay, the baby, April, May next year. There's an announcement for a baby at April, May next year. All right. And it's going to be, hi. She's just gone hello. Yeah. So your pop did come through, and all he said was, yeah, celebration, and then baby. Okay. So yeah, around April, May next year for the baby. Okay. But I don't. There's another celebration. There's another celebration before that around Easter time. What are you laughing at?
Eileen sent me a message. Did you trim your facial hair?
No, he didn't. There's another celebration around Easter time, okay? So, which is a little bit, okay, it's about a month beforehand, okay? About a month before the baby comes through. There's a celebration, all right? So, But yeah, that's all he would tell me. He said he wasn't telling me anything else. He just literally gave me those 3 things and then off he went again. He wasn't hanging around long enough.
Nice.
No, usually
That's actually a question I want to ask you when it comes to the mediumship side, because I don't really do the mediumship too much. I like to keep that on the other side. Just for personal, I don't really like doing that. It's weird to me. Do you prefer them being quick and easy, or do you prefer getting like a life story to get really into it? Or?
It just depends. Like if I'm doing stuff like this, it's easier if it's just quick and easy because like we go so fast and try to answer as many as we can. But if I'm doing like a private reading or something like that, they can be there from the beginning to the end. It just depends, and you can get all different ones coming in and out. You know, it just like I said, it just depends who wants to turn up. Sometimes it's not family. Sometimes it's friends of the family.
Yeah,
that will come through as well. So, you know, it's different. But yeah, while I'm doing this, it's a lot quicker and easier. Especially like that with Shaytaz asking for a message, you know, from family, or just asking for mediumship reading. Usually I'll have some of them come in, like I'll have spirit come in, and then we've got to try and work out who it's from.
Yeah.
So, or who it's for. So, asking like Shaytaz did, it's a little bit easier, you know, and I've already had quite a few of her relays come through and say hello and jump in and out. So, you know,
you pretty much know some people when you get someone come through and they're like, yeah, this one's for you. I've seen them before.
Yeah, that's it. But when I get new ones, it's sort of like, you know, if you don't give me enough like hints or whatever, enough information, it's like playing jigsaw with a jigsaw puzzle.
And all the pieces are shaped wrong.
Yeah, you've got to get all
what's going on here.
All the pieces. Yeah.
Okay, Sandy, will I get the promotion? Now, while I was shuffling, a card jumped out. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck because I don't know why, I just really like the card. You got the Devil card. Pause for effect. Because I don't know, I just like freaking people out. It's fun. The Devil card is usually we're in 2 minds about something. But the Devil card can also be that somebody else is trying to stop a situation that's happening. Usually whether it's out of jealousy or whether it's out of, you know, thinking that they deserve it more than you. With this promotion card, I feel like with this promotion question, the cards that have come out for you, there are 2 different ways to look at it. One, that you're not quite sure whether you do actually want it or not, because you said, will I get the promotion? That doesn't really answer whether you want it or not, because especially with this card literally jumping out of the deck, that can usually fall under the lines of, you know, I do want it, but what's going to happen? Or, you know, am I going to be able to be prepared for what's going to come? The reason that I said the other example is because I feel like there's someone that's going to try and block your chance of getting their promotion because they feel like they kind of deserve it a bit more, in the sense that there's this person around you. I can see that there's this person around you that's kind of just constantly walking around your cubicle. This person's, obviously, I don't think that you work in a cubicle. That's just what I'm getting in my head, which is terrifying. With this person, that she's walking around this cubicle, and I can see her in like the small black heels. I can see the hair going down. Like I'm seeing like a secretary kind of looking person in my head that has like the blouse, the glasses, like, you know, your stereotypical one you always see in every movie. Constantly walking around your cubicle and just kind of watching and waiting to see what happens. And I feel like she's waiting to see what happens because she's going to try and lean in and try and block it, in a sense. I don't feel like she's going to be successful, and I feel like it is going to cause a little bit of trouble. But with the other cards that come in, the Ace of Pentacles card is the money coming card and wishes being granted. So in a sense, yes, that can mean that the promotion is going to come. But the other 2 cards being the Devil and then the Six of Swords, the Six of Swords is the bridge over troubled water. In other words, we've got to build a bridge to get over the water, which, you know, is not exactly something that you'd like to hear. But it feels like if this lady keeps on wanting to try and stop what's going on, or they keep trying to stop everything that's going on, it makes it a bit difficult to, you know, want to reach out and actually get what we're promoting. It does actually want to stop us from doing it because we just don't want to handle all the crap that comes with it. We don't want to handle the drama. It does feel like you're going to get it and someone's going to get very jealous and vindictive. But honestly, you just got to wait it out because it's going to be a hell of a lot better. This person's going to come undone and it's not going to end well for them.
You should say that, or what you have to from.
Girl. I mean, we could have also just said that out loud. Also, yeah, that would have been back to front. You tried.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like back to front on mine. It won't be on yours.
That was for tags, boy or girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel like someone is going to try and stop it or make it a bit difficult, but they're going to come undone by their own means. Just got to wait it out, hun. It's going to be hard at first, but just got to wait it out.
Everybody's disappearing. That's all right. The special responsibility. All right. Misty, are you still there? Because,
oh, excuse me.
Oh, what was all that?
Actually, I'm
you're picking and choosing who you want.
I'm not necessarily picking and choosing who I want. It's just some questions I think are more tailor-made for mum. Usually when it comes to like messages from the other side or
all right, there's
what's going on.
Bree's loving this.
Etc. Loving this loads. Aww. What? Someone is. Usually
okay. All right, Sharon. Okay, so what I've got is your contracts, commitments, your new beginnings, and then your good luck. Okay, so I'm feeling like the contract commitments one, I'm feeling that is revolving around your work at the moment and it being on the back burner. I know like a little bit about you. I don't know a hell of a lot, but I do know a little bit about you. But you need to not worry about it, okay, because everything is going to work out really, really well, all right? There is new, fresh beginnings coming.
Sandy's sponsored by Pepsi Max. We're not sponsored.
No. Okay, but we're not sponsored by anybody. See this? Oppositions. Mother and son oppositions. Sorry, Sharon. There is new fresh beginnings coming for you, okay? It's all going to go really, really, really well for you. Next year is a new start for you. There's so much coming. You've got so much work that's going to be coming up, okay? I don't feel that the work will be until about the end of February, mid to end February, that will start picking up. You've still got some stuff that you need to get over and deal with at the moment. But, yeah, everything is going to go really, really well for you. You just need patience, okay? You just need to have time. Things take time, okay? You can't just rush in and hope that it happens overnight because it's not going to happen overnight, okay? So things are going to go really, really well next year for you. But like I said, I don't feel that it's going to take until, not going to happen until at least mid to late February because you've still got some healing and stuff of your own that you have to do and some other things that you still have to go through as well. All right? So, but, yeah, it's going to go really well. You'll be right. Okay. Bree, all you do, Bree, is just write a question. That's all. We're here until 9:30. We're here till 9:30, and we answer as many questions as we can. And yeah, so all you do is just write a question. But we go from 8 to 9:30, and yeah, and we write it down, and then we hope to try and get through to everybody. So
we hope and we try, but we might not.
We try and answer as many as we can. Okay, there's no promise that we will get through all of them, but as you can see the list down the front there.
Yeah, I feel like that's some good added effect that we've got going on there.
Yeah, you see them all written down, so we try and get through them as quick as we can. So.
Okay, Melanie.
Jane, hey Jane, legends.
Hey, how's it going? Melanie or Mel, how's it going? Haven't spoken to you in a while. You asked for a general. With the general for you, I feel like I'm going to have to explain the second card a little bit because a lot of people see it in a negative light. I kind of don't. Maybe that's just because I'm an introvert. I don't know. The first card that came out was the Ace of Cups again, which is the security card. The security card being that we're securing what we're doing, which means that if something's popping up, if something's going to happen, we're securing our position, we're securing our home, we're securing what we're doing, that we can take a few days to try and sort out that situation and know that we're going to come back, nothing's going to change. That's how I see that as being. Or even like if we're worried about work, are we going to keep staying in the same job? The security is that we are secure in what we've got. With that being the first, yep, that was in the middle of a reading. How attractive. That was the first card to come out, was that security card. The second card that came out was the Hermit card. most people see the Hermit card as being lonely, being alone, like, you know, a bit more segregated from everyone else, wanting to be by themselves. A lot of people kind of see it as like, you know, a negative card because, you know, who wants to be on their own? Me, I would like to be on my own quite a lot because I don't get along well with people. The Hermit card to me is kind of like we're taking time out for ourselves. We need some time by ourselves, whether that's because we've got some stuff we need to go through that's on our minds, whether that's we're just over people at the moment and we just need some refresh time. I don't know what it is, but for me, the Hermit card is that we just need to take ourselves out of a situation or out of just a group and just be by ourselves for a little bit and get stuff done. Yeah, Val says they like being on their own too. Yeah, who doesn't like being on their own? You don't have to answer to anyone. It's just if you ask a question and you get an answer, probably go see someone. But no, with you, Mel, like it feels like we just kind of need to take ourselves out of a situation or take ourselves out of something and just take some time for yourself. Like just, you know, figure things out on your own for a little bit and just, you know, enjoy that seclusion, enjoy that, looking for that time to be alone, looking for that time where I just want to be by myself for once, you know, just take some time. But luckily at the end of it, there's another reason. I've got my theme. My theme is that everyone's getting promotions. We've got the Six of Pentacles card. The Six of Pentacles card is a raise in money and salary. Plain and simple. There's just going to be more money coming in.
I want that card.
I want that card too. Actually, I need to find just this general job card first,
Yeah,
get that one,
and
then get the money card.
Yeah,
that would be nice. But no, it kind of feels like even though you're secure in what you're doing, you're happy with what you're doing, you just kind of need to take some time for yourself to figure things out, figure out what you want. And then once you've figured out what you want, you're going to come back swinging. It's going to be awesome. But you're secure in that what you're worried about, you don't have to worry too much about it. You're going to be all right with it. Just need to take some time for yourself. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Just before I do Danny's reading, I've got a lady who's quite fidgety. All right. She looks like she's in a wheelchair. I don't feel that she was always in the wheelchair. I feel that it happened as she got older, that there was a problem with her legs. But this lady's very, very fidgety, like fidgety?
Fidgety.
Fidgety. Yeah, she's very fidgety. She can't sit still. She can't hold herself still. So she's moving around, you know, quite a lot. I don't know if she's got, like, if there's some Parkinson's there. Or what it is.
Ooh.
So yeah, just it's just that, okay, because I know Parkinson is when they shake, but like I can see that with her, but yeah, as I said, fidgeting. She keeps on fidgeting with stuff. So if anybody knows that lady, and like I said, she's in a wheelchair now. She wasn't always in the wheelchair. Okay, I just feel that's something that's happened when she's gotten older, and that she's ended up in the chair. I think it's all related to this Parkinson or something that is there. All right. So if anybody knows who that lady is,
Do they like their drink shaken, not stirred?
you say that to Pa all the time.
Yeah, but Pa annoys me, so I can say it to him.
So yeah, if anybody knows who that lady is, please yeah, let me know. Because she's here. Yeah, all right. Danny, what does next year have in store for me? Okay, so I got finding balance, weigh up the situation, wishes come true, and be positive. Yes, okay. So the decision, the choices that you've been making, okay, I feel like you've got a couple of things going on at the moment. I feel like you're sort of umming and ahhing between careers, whether to stay where you are or whether to take on the opportunity that's been offered to you. I feel like it's a step back in money a little bit for you, and that's why you're sort of umming and ahhing about it. Yeah, it is a little bit scary because I feel like it's going to affect your living situation. That's where I think there's those couple of situations there, okay, a couple of things there for you that you sort of and ahhing about it, okay. Look, honestly, I would take this if I was you, this opportunity. because it really, really is going to benefit you. And once you're finished, I know it's going to go so quickly. Like the training and everything for this is just going to go so quick that in the end, it's going to be like one of the best decisions you've made, and it's going to work out really, really well for you. Okay, because the people that are offering this to you, that there's bigger things coming for you at the end of it all. So yeah, it's going to go really, really, really well next year. Okay, I can honestly say that. I mean, if it was going to be shit, I'd tell you that's going to be shit, but it's not going to be shit because we are honest. We are very open and honest. So whatever they do, show us and tell us, we do pass that on. Okay, so. And sometimes we get sad stuff and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's kind of sad when we get the sad stuff.
Yeah.
There wasn't even a joke there. I just didn't think before I spoke. Story of my life. Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry, Leanne, but was she fidgety? Like, did she used to fidget? I'm just getting that she's fidgety. So yeah, that's why I was sort of wondering, you know, like if there was maybe the Parkinson's or something, because I don't see her arms staying still. I see her moving them all the time. So yeah. So all right, Michael, you're
yes.
next.
Hi. I have Jade. Jade would like to know that her great English. Jade asks that her daughter always has a sore tummy, and should we be worried?
Migraines. Stomach migraines.
Yeah. It suits the cards as well. The first one that came out was the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is usually the young woman up to 25, 30 for me. It's normally like to watch out for something, or like, you know, watch over your shoulder because there's someone that's kind of, you know, someone that's, you know, you just need to watch out for someone. This to me is just saying that this is your daughter. I don't feel like that she needs to watch out for anyone. And so that to me is just your daughter. The second card is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the woman over 25. This woman is a bit more very loud, out there. If they have an opinion, they will make you listen to their opinion, or there is no other way that we're doing it. But it can also be someone that, you know, has the best of intention, doesn't quite go about things the same way or the right way. That one can usually be along the lines of like someone close to her, or like whether it is a mum, whether it is an auntie, whether it's a teacher, whether it's whatever it is. I don't know how old your kids are. It's usually someone that, you know, can be a bit over-exaggerated with what they say and what they think. Who's jumping out here?
Tam.
Jesus. Calm down, Tam. The last card for you, Jade, was the Seven of Cups, which is all that glitters is not gold. Basically, what we think it could be, like the best case scenario, might. Sorry.
The other card she got to pick. I picked the other two cards for you, and then you get to pick one card.
That was funny. No, the Seven of Cups card is the all that glitters isn't gold. You know, if it looks too good, it feels too good, it might be too good. This one, I feel as though on the outside, they don't think it's anything in particular. They're kind of getting you ready for like a good thing. You know, they don't think it's too bad. There is kind of a bit to it. It's not as good as we think it will be, but I don't feel like it's something that needs to be like, you know, taken to hospital, get all of these scans done and everything. Mum's saying that it was migraines.
Stomach migraines.
Stomach migraines.
Yeah.
It does make sense.
I used to get it. I just feel, look, I'm not sure how old your daughter is, but I feel like she's a worrier, that she worries about everything, okay? And that's why she's getting these stomach aches. And I just feel that it is, I feel like she's a little worrier. She just has such a beautiful soul and such a beautiful heart that she worries about everybody and everything that's going on around her, okay? And that's what I feel, like, that it is the stomach is getting upset and she's actually giving herself a stomach migraine. And believe it or not, look it up, guys, because it really does happen. I used to suffer from them when I was younger.
Yeah.
And it was from stress and worry. So, yeah. But I
not something to panic about.
No. I just feel that your daughter is empath, and I feel she feels everything, okay? And she is quite sensitive to people's feelings and emotions around her, and that she just has a very, very big heart, okay? And I just feel like that's what she's doing. She's upsetting her own stomach, okay? Not intentionally, by any means, but yeah, it's just yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Okay. All
She's
right.
not intentionally trying to do it so she gets out of work or school, but
No. It's just from worry because she's just got a big heart. She hears and sees more than what you realise, and yeah, she tends to hold it in. She doesn't say much at all. So, all right, okay, all right, Tam. Okay, if you're Tam, are you super sensitive? Yeah, she is. She really is. Yeah, it's yeah. So yeah, just yeah, that's what I'm seeing. But yeah, Google it. You'll be surprised.
also shout out to Danny saying like and subscribe. That's so cute.
Oh, thanks, Danny.
That's adorable. I love you, Daddy.
Yeah,
So
we had
cool.
Jordan was saying hello. How are you all?
Hi, Jordan. Sorry, we're a little bit late on that one.
So Tam, so obviously they picked 2 cards for you, and then you only got 1 card to pick for you. All right. All right. So I'm feeling there's a health situation there going on. I feel like that they're directing it into one direction all the time. They need to look around. Okay. They need to look outside the box. And look at other different ways, okay, and finding other different ways. I feel like you've been trying to tell them to look somewhere else, but they're not actually listening. And with that, you're getting arguments and sort of setbacks with it, okay? You need to stand your ground with it. You need to find someone who's going to listen, okay? Because I just feel like that they're not listening to you at the moment with this situation.
Danny, you deserve more subs. Thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, they need to start listening to you. Okay, so yeah, look outside the box, which you are doing, but you need to make them start to listen. Okay, and look, if you're not getting anywhere with these guys, you need to find another doctor. All right, I would be going.
I'm already saying go to another doctor.
I'd be going to
It doesn't feel like these ones are.
I'd be
good.
going and seeing someone else because I just feel like you're getting absolutely nowhere at the moment. So yeah, this situation, yeah, they need to start listening. Okay, so I hope that helps, but yeah, I would definitely send someone else for that one. All right, Michael, what have you got?
I have Gina, who asks, not been well lately, will I be okay? Here's the thing with medical cards, I always say cards, with medical readings, law-based readings, anything, we're not doctors, I just nearly said something wrong. We're not doctors, we're not lawyers, we're not, anyone that can have a professional opinion. We're just getting the information that we get. Not well lately, will I be okay? The reason I said that specifically is because when I pulled the 3 cards, I got 3 cards that were like not necessarily a positive sense, but also don't really have something to directly relate to what you're asking. The Empress card is that we are kind of being pushed around a little bit, that we're a bit delayed, or there are people that are kind of delaying the situation or delaying the inevitable of things. But it's, it's for a reason that these delays are happening, that we're being pushed back and being pushed around for a reason. That was the first one, why I said I wasn't too sure. The second one, which is the 8 of Swords card, is the frustrations card. We're frustrated, we're annoyed, we're angry, we don't know what's going on, and we also have no control over the situation. That one is also kind of on the nose a little bit with that, because it feels like, okay, right. Long story short, to me, it feels like this is self-inflicted, not necessarily an illness or a disease that has come, but rather a self-inflicted thing that you're not really accepting as something that happens that you've done yourself. For example, stress is a big problem with people. That is a self-inflicted problem. Stress does not just come out of nowhere. It usually is self-inflicted, whether it's, not being able to get something done right, not being able to work properly, not being able to handle one specific bill that just keeps on lasting no matter what we do. Stress is something that we can keep adding on more to ourselves, even though we think we're doing fine, even though we think we're doing okay. We're still stressing, which is a self-inflicted thing that can happen for a long time. With this, we're frustrated. It's been going on. We're annoyed, but we also don't have any control over it. Mostly to the point, we don't know what's going on. The last card being the Seven of Pentacles is another frustrations card, but this one's more so around work, in the sense that when it comes to work, we're frustrated and annoyed because we feel like we're doing everything, that we don't feel like we're getting enough help, that we don't feel like we're doing anything right because nobody else is helping us out. With you being ill and whether you're going to be okay, you haven't been well lately, I think it is a stress and worry thing that is self-inflicted because you're trying to do too much and you're not getting any help for it, which is starting to be stressful, which is starting to be a little bit agonizing. But it's not something that can just be fixed with pills. It's not just something that can be fixed with medicine. It's not something that's just going to go away. It's something that we're going to need to accept and learn to understand that no matter what happens, it is going to be there. It is going to be annoying. We just need to keep on top of things. Once you're able to understand and know that it does feel like it is a self-inflicted thing, it doesn't feel like it was something we don't have any control over it either. It feels like you're the one that's done it and you don't know why, because everything's fine, everything's okay. Obviously everything's not, otherwise it wouldn't be there, but it doesn't feel like a disease. It doesn't feel like an illness. It doesn't feel like we're sick. It feels like, to me, like stress, anxiety, annoying, like depression side of things. It doesn't feel we had any control over it, but we think it's okay. We need to accept that we're not 100% okay at the moment, but we can work towards being able to fix it. So that probably just made no sense to you, because as I was explaining it, they were telling me.
She just said, I think so. Too stress makes sense.
Yeah. It did kind of feel like, as I was doing it, I was kind of getting the feeling when I was reading it out that, like, no matter what I said, it probably wouldn't be taken to heart because it's not something that you've had to worry about before. But, like, no, it does to me feel like stress. It doesn't feel like illness. It doesn't feel like sickness. It feels like we're just doing too much and no one's helping us out. We're stressing.
Okay. Cool. Before I do the next reading, sorry, I just put that straight up in front of my face.
You can do it from there.
All right. So obviously Emerald Hills tonight was cancelled. Mawson Park tomorrow night is cancelled. Light Up the Oak Saturday night is cancelled. At this stage, Picton is still going ahead for Sunday, okay? But we will keep you updated and posted on that one. My class, is 7:30 to 9:30 Monday night. And Island also does our pop-up crystal shop at 7:30 p.m. You just hop on over to Love Angels Light Facebook page, and Eileen's on there, and she does all the crystals and everything for us. Okay. On Friday the 13th, we have our Dine Wines. Now you got me doing it.
Yes. Accept it.
Our dinner, wine and spirit night. Okay.
Food, wine and spirit.
Food, wine and spirit. So you got me. Yeah. See what happens, Eileen. You can slap me later. We've got our food, wine and spirit night on Friday the 13th. That is at the Flower Drum Palace restaurant in Campbelltown. It is a 6-course meal. It's also a glass of wine as well, and we bring the spirit to you guys. Okay. Tickets are $65 each. We're also donating to $5 to the Dilly Draft. Dilly Drought Draft.
I know it's a mouthful. Hey.
So $5 for every ticket goes to that as well, guys. So hop on our page, or give us a call or send a message or whatever. But yeah, we're really, really looking forward to that. It's our first one that we've done, and hopefully we'll be able to, if it goes really, really well, hopefully we'll be able to do more of them next year. So, which we're really, really looking forward to. Okay. Don't forget our new page is Crystal Comedians. Okay, because we're all a bunch of clowns. Yes, Eileen is a clown as well. She's not here to defend herself, so I can say that. That page is for everything that we'll be doing together as a group. Okay, that was my plan.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, what was that?
It's everything that we do as a group. Okay, so all our fairs, our markets, our platform nights, our shows, everything will go through that page for us.
Simone says spirit, thought it was wine. I've already made bringing the spirit of Jack Daniels.
I've
already made those.
And because we don't have to do the Friday, Saturday night
open for bookings.
Yeah, we're open for bookings, and you can book in your own time on the page. So we've got that booking option open there now as well. So
Also,
yeah, so,
we'll be out open and honest. Not a lot of people are, but like when it comes to the markets and that, everybody bumps prices up for markets.
yeah, so we're not
No matter what it is, everyone does it. I don't know. I don't understand why.
Yeah, it
But
is a bit cheaper.
Online and booking it with us, it is like a little, because 15 minutes is $30 at markets, whereas for us ourselves on our page, it's only $25 for the 15 minutes. And then the prices, you know, we're pretty cheap actually.
Yeah,
We're pretty cheap.
That's another thing too that I've been finding with a lot of people lately is a lot of people have been saying to me that they're paying a lot of money to go and see psychic mediums and not getting, you know, expected or getting what they expected from it and stuff like that. Guys, just because they're dearer doesn't
mean they're
necessarily mean that they're better. Okay, price reflects nothing at all about the person that's doing the reading.
Except their ego.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly it.
I mean, there is also the argument that, like, you know, you're paying for a name. If it's a famous person, then you're paying for the name. But, like,
that's it.
That still has nothing to do with their ability to do things.
It's not just because they're dearer does not necessarily mean that they're better. And just because you're cheaper doesn't mean that, you know, we're crap. We try and keep the prices down and make it affordable for everybody because, you know, everybody struggles. So that's why we do it, that we have. But next year, yes, we will have to put up a little bit, but, yeah, we're trying
not
to
by
sort
much.
of avoid
We're
it as much
still
as
trying
we
to
can.
be accessible for everyone.
Yeah. So
Like,
that's what we're trying to do. So
Sandra says hi on the YouTubes. How's it going?
Oh, hi Sandra. Yes, she likes getting on the YouTube and watching it now. All right, Robin.
Sorry.
Is my health? So we always do that at around 9 o'clock. We fill everybody in with what we're doing and stuff like that. Okay. Robin, is my health going to be okay? Will the menu cover vegans? I'd have to find out about that. There is a veggie dish.
It is Asian cuisine. Asian cuisine does focus a lot on like noodles, pasta, rice,
vegetables.
Yeah,
I'm sure there is a veggie
stuff.
dish there, but we can let them know what we want to do. We can change up the menu and everything to suit. So if you just
pastries, dim sims, etc.
So but if there's something there, like if you want to come, let us know, and we'll talk to them and see what they
about
can
setting
come
up a vegan
with us. Yeah, well, as I said, there's 6 courses to choose from, so surely we can change. They've always been really good in the past with me changing items, like changing food around, because there's a lot of stuff that I don't eat. But they're really, really good, Simone. They usually will change things out for us, so it's cool. It'll be awesome. So
we'll have some lettuce for you on the side. Oh, she's gonna kill me.
Yes, that's another one. That's 2 people that have got the permission to slap you tonight.
I'm just gonna next time we have a market, we're just gonna have a line in the car park. Everyone's gonna be like, "Ooh, they're really popular." No, they're just gonna punch me.
All right, cool. All right, so Robin, is my health okay? Robin, I hope you're still there, because as you see, we sort of muck around and have a bit of a laugh. So, Robin, if you're still there, your health, okay? You need to take time out, okay? You need to relax. You need to look after yourself. That's the main priority here, okay? But they are showing me that there is a holiday coming up for you. I know it's Christmas time and everybody usually goes away at Christmas time. I don't feel like that it is actually at Christmas. I feel like it's after Christmas. I feel like it's more towards the end of January, early February, when all the kids and everybody have all gone back to school. I'm feeling that that's when your holiday is going to come, okay? Okay. There's also a little bit of extra money coming for you as well.
Everyone's getting raises but me.
Yeah, I know. I don't feel like that this is a work thing though. I feel like there's something that's sort of been in the works. It's sort of come up from the past, and it's been in the works for a little while, but it's just taken a few years to be dealt with and organised. So I do feel that there is a little bit of extra money coming for you, and that's going to make your break a lot better for you. It's also going to make you feel a lot better as well, not stress and worry so much about things, okay? So, yeah, you need to, like, learn to breathe, okay? You need to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. That's not what
You
I
nearly
normally
done
say.
it.
That's not what I normally say to people when friends and stuff. But what's this, Simone?
Yeah, she was saying
Okay.
the Indians really good, especially with their curries most of the time. But yeah, Chinese cuisine is really good.
I'm sure there was actually. I think I've got the menu over there somewhere. So yeah, I'll have a look, Simone. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's a vegetable plate and stuff there. So you can have that. So, but yeah, Robin, I am okay. Yeah, I am seeing that. Yeah, that is going to come through, and that's going to make things a little bit easy for you. Not stress and worry so much. I feel like you are a worrier. You worry too much about everybody and everything. Okay, you need to just sit back and just worry about yourself and just look after yourself for a change. Okay, so all about you. All right, this break, this time out, it's all about you and your time. Okay.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay, just very quickly, Tam, everything is going to be fine, okay? It's just going to take a little bit of time to get dealt and sorted with and worked out, okay? I do feel that there's a lot to do with your diet in it, all right? So I do feel that what happened?
Oh, no, it's just me.
I do feel that there is going to be change in your diet, okay? But everything is going to be okay, all right? So don't panic, don't stress. Because you're not helping matters.
You're on a roll tonight.
Yeah,
also, Robin says thank you.
Stress. Don't worry. Don't stress. You need to stop. Okay? All right.
Might even get the old man to come. Simone, if you can convince Dad to come to the food, wine, and spirit night, I will praise your birthday as a holiday or something.
Okay, so those two cards that went flying was the stress, Tam. You need to stop stressing, stop worrying, okay? Everything's going to be fine. It's going to work out. Everything's going to be organised, okay? It'll be fine, all right? The happiness and the celebration I'm feeling is that you finally finding out what is going on and what's happening, okay? It's just going to still be at least another I'm saying about at least another 2 to 3 months, okay?
That's another thing that people don't understand. The happiness card can also be finally understanding what's going on.
Yeah.
It can also mean that, because I've had a few people that have said, why would I be happy if I find out what's wrong? Because you know now. You don't. I just saw the difference. My lips are really red.
Yeah, I know. You look like a clown.
Lipstick on.
You do look like you're wearing lipstick.
No, it can also be that we're finally understanding what's going on, which is really frustrating when we don't understand what's happening. So once we finally do have that information, that's a good thing, guys. It's good. Rachel, I know we haven't seen in a while. How's it going, love? Hope you've been well. Rachel, some info about what's coming or what's coming up for me in the new year. Right. So I say that as if I'm about to say something really bad. Maybe a little bit. So with the first card that come up, the Four of Pentacles, I've already said that maybe 4 times today, so I'll just give a quick run over. Money improvements. And there's more coming your way. It's literally what it says on the card, and that's the best kind of explanation reading that does come for it.
No, I do not take all of them.
You're hopeless tonight. What spirit have you got going on?
No, I'm not watching what I'm doing. I'm too busy.
Yeah, Four of Pentacles for you, Rachel. More is coming. We're going to be good. Rachel, hi from Brisbane. Yeah.
Brisbane.
Mum loves Brisbane. I'm not a Brisbane person. Unless it's like Gold Coast and I get $1 million.
Yeah, I like Gold Coast surface.
Yeah, there's improvements coming. The second card for you was the Five of Swords cards. So the Five of Swords cards is, it's kind of like, it feels like, okay, I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it because I have absolutely no idea how to explain this properly. But it's kind of like when you're in a situation and crap's hitting the fan, you still have the upper hand. Things are going down, things are going wrong, but you've still got some things up your sleeve. You've still got some ideas. You've still got some things going on that's kind of like, able to keep you grounded, able to keep you going. Yes, in a sense, it is a loss sort of card in that we are losing something. But at the end of the day, we're losing something, but we've still got others to hold on to.
Oh, God. Sorry, it's not me. Sorry.
Anyway, It is like, I'll just read the card for you. It says losses, always not losses. You still have 3 swords remaining, giving you the upper hand. So to me, it does feel as though it is a situation where no matter what happens, no matter how much it hits the fan, no matter what bad things do happen, we've always got the capabilities and the understanding to know that we can still walk away at any time without having to worry about things, or just it feels like, you know, you're able to say, I know this is bad, I know this isn't good, but I'm still on top of things. I've still got the ability to do things. I've still got all of this. Don't need to worry too hard. And then the last card is the Fool card, which I like just saying out loud because it makes people think I'm insulting them. No, the Fool card is a leap of faith. We need to take a leap of faith. Something's going to come up, and it's not going to be related to anything that you're already doing. You're not going to be getting a reference for this thing. It's just going to be something that's going to pop up. You have no idea why it's popped up. You don't know where it's come from, but take the leap. Usually that's how it is, because like for the understanding between the Fool, like
it's kind of crazy. What you were saying makes sense. Thank you.
Readings can make sense to anyone. Readings can make sense to anyone, even if we're just reading one specific person. If 5 other people want to put their hands up to take it as well, go right ahead.
Yeah, because sometimes a lot of people do relate to the same thing.
But yeah, for the Fool card, we need to take that leap of faith. Yeah, it is not going to be something that's just going to be handed to you. It's not going to be something you're going to be referenced. It is something you will find. It is something that you will enjoy. And you just need to take that leap of faith to try and get to it. Because it's not going to be a natural transition. It is going to be from this to this. So that's how that one's going for next year for you, Rachel. And also Susan. I hope that helps. But also, you need to breathe. We need to breathe. I mean, you need to breathe, but I need to breathe. Like, we need to breathe for a little bit. We slow down. All of this makes sense to me, as random as they are. Yeah. I'm glad it still makes sense for you, but we need to breathe. Need to breathe.
Okay.
So,
all right. I got Jason. Jason, see if my father-in-law is on the other side and how my mum is going. Okay. As you just saw, Jason, I hope you're still on there, Jason. But yeah, I could not stop yawning. So that, okay. So I'm trying to do it as sentimental as I can. Sorry, but did your mum or your father-in-law? Okay. I'm feeling like it's your father-in-law. Okay. I feel like he passed in his sleep. All right. Because I'm just so tired, so exhausted. And I do have a gentleman around, okay. This gentleman is quite thin, actually. He looks tall. He's got short, grey, like, okay. For the age of the gentleman, he looks like he's still got a pretty good head of hair. Sorry, usually a lot of gentlemen like lose their hair, but as they get older, but he's got a really nice set of hair, and it's grey, but he looks quite thin and quite frail, and just like I was just getting tired. I was so tired, like so tired. Just like, like had enough. Like just no more. Like I've lived, I've done everything I've wanted to do, and I'm happy with everything that's how my life's gone and all that sort of stuff. So I do feel that. Okay. Okay, it's not, okay. So I do feel like there is a little bit of illness there as well, because I'm getting a paining up underneath here, up in the ribs and that, around there. So there is some sort of thing, okay, because I've just been shown like a black spot here. So yeah, I do feel like there is an illness there, and that he is tired and well and truly over, like, just well and truly, okay. Yeah, I'm not getting anything for your mum though. I've only got that gentleman. It just, unless that lady that came through earlier is your mum, but that was a lady that had was in a wheelchair. Something's happened. I feel like there's an illness or a sickness or something that she's ended up in this wheelchair. So, Jason, if you know if that maybe that lady might be your mum, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah.
So for the reference, who is the chap behind you? Light always is a rainbow when you guys are around. That was two different things, and I just realised.
Who is the chap behind you?
And then light always as a rainbow when you guys are around. It's okay.
I don't think that's got anything to do with it. They're very colourful people.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah.
Would you say we're clowns?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jason, no, I don't think so, but thank you. Okay. Yes, he did. Okay. Yes, he did. Which, Jason? Sorry. Yes, he did. Yeah, like I said. Okay, so the lady's not for you.
Hey, Sarah.
On there.
I'm yours.
On there. Oh, there it is. Oh, hi, Sarah. Okay, so how many questions we got to go? We've still got 10
we've
minutes.
got 4 there. I've got Tracy, who I've written those down for her. I'm just pulling cards now for Simone. Okay. So, first up, Tracy would like a reading, please. Okay, Tracy, the first thing you need to understand is that there are improvements underway. Whatever it is that's going on, we're kind of a little bit worried about the timing of things, but with where it's going and how it feels, it does feel like we've laid the foundation downs and the foundation downs. We've laid the foundations down and we're starting to build the walls. Because the way I see improvements is like building a house. You start with your foundations, then you get all the walls done, etc., etc. I'm not going into that because even I don't know how to build a house. With it coming underway, we're going to be happy with them and we're going to be happy with how things are going. We're going to be happy with what's happening. We're going to be happy with how it's progressing. It feels as though that stress, that worry about what was going on before, and we didn't really know everything that was going on, but we've seen it. We kind of understand. We're happy with it all. The thing is, there is an unrelated issue. There is an unrelated one because I got the 5 of Swords cards again, which was that we're losing something, but we've still got the upper hand. This is unrelated to whatever the improvements are for. I feel as though it's unrelated because when I was pulling the cards, reading them, what was going on, it felt like it was detached from the other ones. It felt like this card was pulled out and it was pushed aside, so it was away from this situation. Whatever's going on, whatever improvements are underway, we're happy with them because we know what's going on. On the unrelated issue, there is that loss around. There is something that we've kind of not been able to keep going with. But we have the upper hand. We've still got the ability to do what we like. We've still got the ability to go about things. We've still got, we're still happy. We're still safe. It is a bit hard at first to realize because obviously sometimes we're not understanding of everything. We don't know what's going on. But we are happy with how things are going with the improvement side of things. And we just need to be prepared for what's coming because I feel like it hasn't happened yet. We just need to be prepared because that's not ominous at all. Simone, is that our Simone? Is her eldest moving back home?
Yes.
That's our Simone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that was ages back.
Yeah. We're really good at eventually getting to your questions. Simone, is your eldest moving back home? Right, the first one that came out was the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords card has 2 meanings. 1, sickness and illness card, and 2, needing to take some time out to rest, relax, what's going on. That's where I feel like we are. I don't feel like we're going to be moving anywhere due to an illness. I feel like we just need to take some time to get out. Good God, go get out, basically. No, it feels like we just need to take some time to relax. I don't think it's going to be a permanent move, but I do feel like she will be coming back to relax. Around this time of year, that usually does mean Christmas. Because everybody comes back home for Christmas, unless you're me, in which case, hey, Mum, how's it going? I'm always going to annoy you. Yeah, it does feel like it is going to be, like we just need to take some time out. The second card was the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is your short journey. You just need to make a little bit of movement. To me, your short journey is usually traveling within the state, within the country, obviously. But we just need to travel just a little bit to get to where we need to be. That again just kind of proves that it is just going to be a short journey. We're just doing the traveling, staying for a bit, but then we've got to go again. And then the last one, which is the Eight of Cups, is the money problems card, which is the first problems with money card that we've had so far tonight. Sorry, it had to happen for you. With this card usually represents that whatever's going on, whatever's happening, whatever is out there, whatever it is, we do not have any power anymore. We don't have the situation in our hands. We don't have what's going on. We just got to walk away and let it go. Don't start singing, please. Whatever you do, the second film is out. Go and watch the second film. But the thing is, though, is when we're talking about walking away, not having anything else that we can do, we haven't lost things in a sense. We haven't lost, like, what we normally would. Yes, we've sunk some time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears, but we haven't lost the knowledge and the experience that we've gained. So it feels like, yes, she's going to be coming back home, but not for long, because it is going to be, we need to take a break. We need to take some time out to relax. It feels like whatever it is that is causing her to come back is because she doesn't have a choice in the matter and she needs some time to relax. So I don't think it's going to be a permanent move. I feel like it's going to be a more temporary one, and we just need some time to breathe. We need some time to relax. We need some time to breathe. We're going to go see Mum. That's where I feel like it is for you.
Okay, you done?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Susan. It really means a lot when we get people with the feedback and telling us that we're going really well and stuff. So it does make us feel a lot better. Michelle, I hope you're still there. We are finally getting through the last few questions. Okay.
We might actually finish on time.
Yeah, we might. Oh, I don't know. We might. We got 4 minutes, so we'll see how we go. Last week we went over like nearly half an hour or something.
Last week we also went till 10. So
yeah. So, but that was the first time last week on our YouTube channel. So
yeah. So we've got Kerry, Val, and Bree. These are the last ones.
Kerry, Val, Bree, and I've got Michelle and Kim over here.
Okay.
All right.
Because we did
on Michelle's here.
Awesome.
Okay. Michelle, you asked worried about getting through Xmas and it being a success, okay? You are going to get through it, okay? You don't worry so much, okay? Everything doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be exactly like this or exactly like that. Do you know what I mean? There is leeway. Okay?
Leniency. It needs to be a bit more lenient.
There is leeway there, okay, for you, all right? You don't have to. I know every year it's like it gets bigger and bigger and stuff like that, but, you know, you can go back to the basics and you'll find that people enjoy that a lot more, and it would be nice to go back to the basics for a change. You know what I mean? So, yes, it is going to turn out all right. Everything's going to go really, really well. You need to trust your own intuition, okay? You need to trust your feelings that you get, okay, because you are right, all right? And, yeah, it's going to go well. It's going to work out. All right, it'll be fine. Don't stress and worry so much. Yes, things are going to be a little bit tight for you guys over Christmas and that, but you know what? That happens with everybody. Okay, it's Christmas. It's normal, you know. So yeah, just okay, Bill, hang on.
Didn't realise I needed to ask a question. Okay.
Yeah, Bill, yeah. All you do is you just ask a question, and when it pops up, we write it down and hopefully answer it for you. So, Michelle, yes, things are going to be tight. You're going to have to change a couple of little things, all right? But don't stress about it, all right? Everything's going to be fine. It's going to go really, really well, okay? So don't worry. You'll be fine. Are you going? What are you going?
Do yours. I'm going to answer a second one. I'm going to do Bree's as well.
Okay, so I've got Val and I've got Kim. Okay.
And I've got Kerry and Bree. We're cutting it off there because we're pretty much at 9:30. So
you're welcome, Michelle.
Sorry, guys.
Got a couple of there's a couple of messages to the page and stuff as well, so you need to answer them after we finish your names. Kim, will my daughter find a partner soon? Look, honestly, Kim, I don't feel like it's going to happen soon, or it's going to happen later rather than sooner. I just feel that she's quite happy and content to run around and do her own thing and come and go as she pleases and do whatever she wants when she wants, really. I do feel like she will meet someone around March, April next year, but I feel like that's going to be more of best friends, buddies, pals sort of friendship. I don't feel that it's going to be like a boyfriend, girlfriend, like partner friendship like that, because I just feel that your daughter is quite content with the way things are going at the moment. Just let her go. Just let her. Yeah, she will eventually settle down and get married and have kids. But at the moment, I just feel like that she's just too busy doing her own thing and going.
She's enjoying herself.
Yeah, having some fun, enjoying herself. She's not ready to settle down yet. Sorry, but yeah, you're just gonna have to wait a little bit longer.
It is kind of also just a mum parent thing. Like, we want our kids to be happy. So. Yeah.
That's cool. All right, who have you got now?
Well, if you want to do Val, and then I'll do the last two.
Okay, Val, anything from my dad and grandmother? Oh, okay. So when I wrote your question out before, for some reason I wrote roast lamb.
Oh, I'd love some roast lamb. Actually, I had some roast lamb today.
Okay. So Val, if you're still there, can you let me know if you're still there? Well, Michael can probably do. Hang on. Michelle, thanks, Michelle. That's awesome. Michael, while I'm waiting to see whether Val's going to come back on or not.
Yep. I can do Kerry.
Yeah, you can do Kerry.
Because Kerry asks how things are going for me in the next 6 months. Okay. In the sex next months. I think I just had a stroke then.
Oh yeah, Val is there.
In the sex next month.
Okay, well, I'll get to you in a minute, Val.
In the next 6 months, I might learn some English. Okay, there is going to be an offer coming to you with work. We're not going to know all the details. We're not going to know everything around it. All we're going to know is that this is going to be a good thing. It's going to be great. Please just take the offer and don't ask any questions. That's how it usually is with the Four of Cups cards. The Four of Cups card on its own is that we are happy, we are content with what's going on, but there is temptation coming in. There is something that we do not understand. You are just all over the place. We're happy with everything that's going on, but I feel like it is going to be around work. We're going to be offered something, and it's going to be tempting as all heck. But I usually always say we don't want to do it unless we know all the details. In this situation, you're going to know what's going on. You're going to have the understanding and be able to ask the right questions, but you're not going to know all the details for it. With the second card being the Hierophant's card, which is usually around work, business. As I said, it can also mean marriage because it is the legal side of things. I don't think it was the marriage because the card beforehand, it does come with the Hierophant card. But actually, hang on, let me think about this. The first card was the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is we're happy with what we've got, but there's an offer or a temptation coming, and that's usually tempting, but we don't know all the details. It's appealing, but it's tempting. We don't know all the details. The second card is the Hierophant card. The Hierophant card means there's something around work, business, legal side, but can also mean marriage, relationships. The reason I stopped myself there is because I just remembered the last card was the Celebrations card. So, and I wrote it down that I thought it was going to be around work, and then it says, but then there's the celebration coming, so I don't know if it's because you took the deal or what it was. Saying it out loud and putting the pieces together in my mind, it could be the relationship side with the marriage. We could be attending a marriage, or there's something coming, because I know it's not you. I know it's not you because it doesn't feel like I'm the one going through it. But that's kind of thrown me for a loop because those cards just work really well together. That is the whole story of we don't really want to get married. We're still very unsure. And then you've got the legal side where the marriage can happen, but it's a celebration.
Yeah.
Because when I said it out loud, it didn't feel like the work one flowed. It felt like the marriage side of things flowed. So I don't know if there's someone around you that's going to be getting married or if it's you. I don't think it's you. There's someone around you that's going to be getting married. You're not quite happy, content with them getting married because I feel like you just don't like one of the parties in this. But at the end of the day, sorry?
I feel like they're young.
Yeah. So you are getting that at someone else. It's not her. Right. Okay. I'm glad we're on the same boat there. This is my personal guy. yeah, it doesn't, it feels like, yeah, that one just flowed a lot more. Someone's getting married, you don't like it all too much, but there's going to be the celebration. It's going to go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Kerry.
All right.
My Discord is blowing up.
Okay. Now I've got Val. Okay. So Belle, I do have some cards for you, Belle. But this is Val. So Val, as I said, when I was writing out your question, it's like anything from your dad and your grandmother. The first thing I got was roast lamb. All right. So that was the first thing that I got. So which smelled really, really yummy. Like really, really yummy, okay? And what they're saying is that there's not enough of it, okay? It's not. So, all right. So when I get roast dinners, that's usually a Sunday night family thing. Everybody sits around the table. Everybody sits down, tucked into the roast dinner and everything like that. So what I'm getting from that is that there's not enough family gatherings. There's not enough get together with the family because you're all just too busy off living your own lives, doing your own things. And from what I'm getting from that is that you need to spend more time together as a family and talk and find out what everybody's doing and where you're all going and what's happening, okay? I just feel like technology's taken over. Not just for you, but for everybody, okay? I do feel like that technology has been taken over. And, yeah, I'm feeling like you need, the message there is that you need to talk, okay? Everybody, you need to get the whole family together and say hi and, and see what's going on in everybody's lives, okay? All right? And then I got...
Have you got more for that?
No, that's it for that one. All right? And then I've got Belle, B-E-L.
Oh, okay.
All right? Okay, so what I'm feeling is that you're getting frustrated, okay? You're getting very frustrated. Susan sent a message as well. I feel like I feel like there's changes that are coming up around you and you're getting frustrated because nobody's listening to you, okay? You do have the right ideas. You need to stand your ground, okay? These people need to listen to you because not all changes are better for the future, okay? Not everything is better. And some things should just stay the same because they work really, 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 really well the way that they're going and have done for quite a long time. I'm not going to have any choice with that. Things will change, but there are some things that you can stand your ground with and you can keep those things true to you and true to your foundations and beliefs and things like that, okay? So, yeah, I do feel that frustration and everything, but, yeah, stand your ground, Belle, because it won't all get changed over. They will keep some of the stuff for you, okay? Thanks, Val, but, yeah, that's what I got from that. So,
okay. Last one, we have Bree. Bree is asking for a general. Right. You've got another one that is a story. So the way that things are is that the first card is the King of Cups card. The King of Cups is a man over the age of 25, again bumped up to 30 because I'm a baby. I've made that joke to death. The card is for a gentleman over the age of 30 who, like, it's they're more on the happy, kind, sweet-hearted person kind of side. But there's kind of like, there's just, I don't know, it's like there's some communication issues going on with that one. Hey, Gidget.
Morning.
Morning, Gidget.
Go.
Sorry, love. Yeah, with the gentleman, it feels like they are sweet, they are kind, they are a good-hearted person, but there's a little bit of communication going on. And that's left you quite frustrated leading into the cards. So the first one was the King of Cups. That's the older gentleman that needs a bit more communication with what they're saying. The second card is the Hermit card. Again, the Hermit card is we need to take some time. We need to worry about ourselves for a little bit. We need to take some time, figure out what we want before we can make a decision. The reason that the card is usually always that we need to make the decisions ourselves, we need to be a bit more self-reflecting on what we want and what's going on. With you, with the last card is the Eight of Swords.
It still didn't come out right.
God dang it.
I'm just giving up. Sorry.
With the Eight of Swords cards, the Eight of Swords is the frustrations card. We don't feel like we can do anything. It feels like our hands are tied. We have no real say. We have no idea of what's actually going to happen. We don't know. The reason that I said that it flowed really well and why I was saying that there was some communication issues going on with the gentleman is because I feel like, yes, he's good. Yes, he's a good person.
Does
yes,
he drink?
maybe. I mean, I've only burped like twice. But there's some communication not quite good, hunky-dory, happy with the communication. The reason that I say it was the communication is because it was like we needed to take some time for ourselves to reflect on what's going on, what we want. Like, we need to take the time for ourselves. We need to take some time to realize what we want and what we're going to get out of it and what we should do, because we feel like we have no real choice.
She said it makes so much sense. Wow. Big drinker, yeah. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
It's a drink that I just feel like a lot of it's been hidden.
Yeah.
I don't,
because there's no communication.
Yeah. A lot of stuff has been hidden, and it's been.
We need to take some time to figure out what we want. We want, not what anyone else wants. What we want.
Yeah.
That's what the hermit card is. The hermit card is we need to take some me time. We need to take some alone time to figure out what do we want. What do we want?
Yeah, but there is a
because
lot. There is
frustration.
Things there. Yeah, there's things there that aren't being said.
The thing is, though, is Bree, you know what's going on. You know everything that's going on, and you feel like you can't do anything about it because at the end of the day, you kind of can't. It's not something that you should have to worry about. It's not something that you should have to go through. But yeah, just you need to take some time, figure out what you want, and then go from there.
She said, "Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Thank you."
No,
Gidget, sounds like what I'm doing.
Well, getting drunk and enjoying the day. 6 p.m. somewhere.
Gidget's just getting up for work. She's in the other side of the world.
I mean, if I was getting up for work in the middle of winter, I'd probably want to have a glass before I go to work too.
All right, guys. So thank you heaps for everybody that's joined us tonight. As we said, at this stage, Picton is still going ahead. We do have our dinner next Friday night, Friday the 13th. So you can get onto our website, onto our pages, onto our Facebook pages and that, and just follow the links and book your tickets there. It's going to be a really good night. It is our first one that we've done like this, so we're hoping that it goes really well so we can bring you some more next year. But thank you everybody, and I hope you all had a we're sorry you didn't. You got to set your alarm even earlier just for us, did you? We'll feel very special. Thank you. We are very special. But thank you very much everybody for joining us tonight. We really do appreciate your support. We have our pop-up crystal, so Michael, you need to move around there to be able to finish it because we can't reach.
Oh.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Bree. We do lots of different ways that we do our readings and stuff. So awesome. Cool. We can do that next week, Jeff. So we'll be here again next week. So all right, we're just waiting for Michael to get up and move.
Sorry, I was reading.
He has to go over there and press the iPad because it's all the way over there, and we don't have long enough arms to reach that. So so thanks guys. Please stay out of this smoke, stay inside. It is really bad. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Because I even had to get a mask, and I don't like masks.
It's really
fun.
bad. It's really bad, the smoke out there at the moment. So thank you, Gidget. Have fun at work. I know it's be more fun not to have to go, but
we will see you guys.
Bye, YouTube
next time.
guys. Thank you. See you next week.